Now, this video of today, it might prompt YouTube pulling it down. Yeah, it's that serious. I'm going to touch on a serious topic today, and it has to do with it has to do with something that is of concern right now. The world is fucked up right now. The information that we are feeding us, the people who are living in the world, is fucked up by one chance or the other. Doesn't matter. So it's in the morning about 10 a.m. and they have decided to cut off the electricity. While I was working on, I had just opened my laptop so that I can work on this video. This video banner. You know, when you do a certain work, when you do work, okay, when you do work, you realize that it always takes a lot of energy and a lot of attention when you are doing it, and when it doesn't bring forth the results, you are kind of disappointed. You are kind of, oh my goodness, I've put so much work into this thing and it is not working. You feel tired, unasikia kuchoka sasa. So that is what happened yesterday. I was editing this video which I scripted yesterday, and I decided to record the audio. Now, in the process of editing, I always do some noise reduction in this video and adjust the volumes accordingly, because I was speaking in the night, so I needed to speak slowly or not in a high voice so that other people can hear what I'm saying. I really wanted to do it in a normalized manner. No, in a controlled manner. So as I was editing the video, CapCut decided to do its thing. It did not export the video as I was expecting. Usually a video is supposed to be exported very fast, because you can see the progress bar. It's something that is happening and it is moving in a certain pace that is okay. It is making more sense, and the video might finish in maybe 5 or 10 minutes and it will be done. Yesterday was kind of different. I don't know what happened. The video even got fucked up. The video became like the world. It got fucked up, and CapCut was finding it difficult for it to export the video that I had just edited. I wanted the audio only so that I can incorporate the videos, the picture part of it, or the visual part of it, of the video later on. So CapCut wasn't able to nini. I adjusted the settings of CapCut, but I even updated CapCut, which was against my will. I didn't want to update my CapCut for some reasons, because CapCut decided that it will over what? It will remove some features, such as when exporting captions in an SRT file. Usually at the beginning, CapCut used to produce an SRT file. When generating the captions, it usually used to produce the SRT file in the where the video has been exported. Nowadays, captions are only being generated only, no SRT files, and to me that seems that was not a good thing. That was not a good move by CapCut, for some reasons too. I don't know, for some reasons, but I think anyway, it's something that is of concern. I think if I'll ever get a chance to have developer friends who are PC and computer programmers, computer apps programmers, I think I'll join hands with them and tell them we need to create a editing software that is completely free. I don't care where we'll get the nini, but it will be completely free, and it will be nini helping people. That is what I'll do one day. One day. I don't know if it will be achievable, but anyway, just gang up with the people who know what they are doing, and we put the needs of creators ahead of nini. So such that the computer program can solve their problems. We create something like CapCut PC. We create a program like the CapCut, but it will be for PC only. Yeah, that will be the limitation of this thing. You cannot enjoy a free thing, flexible, like, and you have that flexibility. No, free things are limited, and that is what I'll be doing. So I just weird imaginations in my mind. Just wanted to talk about them. I'll go straight to whatever you wanted to talk about. Whatever might prompt even this video from being pulled down by YouTube. Huh? So I said that electricity had just been cut by Nini. So I didn't finish the story. So that video wasn't able to be exported as in that fast manner. So, and it was about 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Yeah. This morning, and I couldn't have edited it again. Usually, micro editing involves a lot of energy and focus, and when you lose the work, hey, bro, just forget about it. You cannot work on that file again. So I decided, let me work on this file tomorrow, so that when I'm refreshed, when I've woken up, when I'm energized, so that I can create the video again. Unfortunately, when I was about to open my laptop, electricity got cut off. But I think they are continuing with changing the poles, electricity poles. So yeah, that is what happened yesterday. So as I was talking about this video, it might get pulled down. Might get pulled down for whatever I'm going to talk about. The world being fucked up. Real good. The world is fucked up. Now, let me start off from what are the basic needs for a man right now. 1. Food. First thing. And that is one thing that he cannot survive without. Food. What else? Food, shelter. Okay, these are the basic ones that I know, but right now, education adds up to whatever the man needs. Healthcare is one, also one, as a result of the food that is people are consuming, right? So those are the basic needs of a man. Okay. Now, look at the economy of the world. Where is money being pumped up? Like pumped in? Which sectors in this world is money being pumped in? The number one in EU, as a result of research, healthcare. Healthcare to treat diseases or illnesses. Okay. Cool. Diseases and illnesses. Okay. Let me just stay in a steady man so they can talk. I usually stay in a very uncomfortable position. Anyway, so we are seeing that money is being pumped up in the farm, not the farm, healthcare. I'll come back to that later. Now, where else is money being pumped up? Advertising. Okay? Yeah. This means money is being pumped up for information. Okay? Cool. We always hear of these lifestyle diseases, these cancerous nini, these diseases that are non-curable. Yes, non-curable. Cancer, there is AIDS, there are non-reversible such as diseases such as what do you call it? What do you call it? Diabetes. Yes, diabetes. What other thing that is not curable? Pressure. It can only be controlled, but it cannot be okay. Sawa. All those diseases that are frequent and we always hear of them nowadays. Okay. Now, at the beginning, now let me be religious for a moment. Bear with me. Let me be religious for a moment. Genesis chapter 1 talks of the green vegetation and even fruits. God commands man that this will be your food. Eat from it. Cool? Fine. So, as God is saying this, he knows very well that this is his food, and this is his cure if some illnesses may come about. It's only that we don't read in between the lines. Cool. I'm not using the Bible verse as something as a weapon to nini. Logically, that makes sense. Where there is food, there is cure. Okay, fine. Now, where did cancer? When you do research, where is the cancer being traced back? Where is it traced back? That 19 or even 18 something. Can you go deeper and study these people, the lifestyle of these people? Definitely yes. What is happening in their lives? They have changed their eating habits. What they are eating, the content of the eating. What is happening? It is because someone has told them to change, and it is healthier to eat that way. Alright? Fine. But do you know cancer has a cure? But then let me talk of the science. Let me actually summarize all these lifestyle diseases that are there in this world right now. Hey, but then I need to hurry up. I want to save power for this phone. Hey, thank God it got my phone when it is about more than 70%. So I don't know. It will sustain me until evening, until they finish up doing their thing. KPLC here in cases. Now, so I was talking about cancer being all these lifestyle diseases that we are hearing. cancer, there is diabetes, pressure, there is ulcers, there is what else? Which other disease might is affecting people right now? I've not really done my research. I only know of a few diseases. Kidney failure, there is. What else? What else? What else? I've also mentioned cancer. What else? What else? What else? Now, all of those nini. And when you look closer, now forget about the information that has been fed by nini, by the I don't know. There are people who are controlling the information to the information that is reaching people right now. Higher. Let's look at the basic autonomy, the basic biology in which that our body functions, how food gets into an nini and gets to those tiny capillaries, to the tissues, to the farthest tissues that are in our bodies. Okay. Yesterday I talked of how people who drink salt, not drink salt, who take sugar as part of their meal, and how they end up being sluggish. They slow up in their thinking, in whatever they are doing, in their daily activities. So I explained that in yesterday's video, and today I'm going to explore even further to cover up for the lifestyle diseases. How does the body work? You take in food, and specifically I want to talk about the energy giving foods. Protein is also energy giving if it is converted to nini. But let me focus on the carbohydrates and even the simple sugars that we consume daily. It's daily. What happens? You find that when you take the food, it undergoes the process of digestion in the digestive system, that is the gut. That means the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, there is small intestine, there is colon, and then it will be out. If that will be the process. So food goes through the mouth, esophagus, it is digested in the mouth, goes into the ileum, and into the ileum it is not duodenum. Yes, into the ileum. Yes, it is absorbed. And how is it absorbed? As talk of simple sugars. Simple sugars: glucose, fructose, sucrose, galactose. Yes, I think so. And from the basic biology that we learned in high school, that is why education is very important. Science is very important, and if you don't love science, that is why you are being manipulated. And even anyway, let me continue the story. So that glucose goes now to the cells, the body cells, to enable them respire aerobically. All right. Now, and that is how we function as human beings. Cool. Cancer. Let's talk of this cancer. How does it come about? Science proves that it is cancer is defined by science as the abnormal growth of cells in a body. Okay, put that aside and hold that information. Hold that milk. Fine. Diabetes. Mm-hmm. Diabetes. What is it caused by? Insulin becoming not effective in converting the excess sugar, this is glucose, to glucagon. Yes, glucagon. I remember very well. My biology is good. So it is converted to glycogen. Is it glucagon or glycogen? Okay, it might be the same thing. I'm not sure. But this is a form of sugar that has undergone the process of being converted so that it can be stored in the liver. It can be stored in some parts of the body, which I really can't recall. It's been a long time since, but I know of the liver, which stores the glucagon or the glycogen, whichever, I don't know. And so diabetes is as a result of insulin not becoming effective to convert that and so the sugar spike in the blood becomes so much that it is affecting, something that is overly something. When something is excess, it affects it becomes poisonous. When you do, we always hear of this saying that you do something oftenly, it will become a poison to you. Like you are doing this, it becomes addictive. It will become a poison to you. So that is the same case as how diabetes was formed. And I'm talking of the hyperglycemia. Now sugar becoming too much. Okay, let me focus on that in first. That disease first. I'm specifically touching on a few nini. So what else does it? What else? Yes, kidney failure. What is it about? The kidneys stop functioning. And have you asked yourself the mechanism in which it doesn't function? It is as a result of diabetes. We always talk of sugar, but it's not. We always talk of the salt, but it's not the salt. It's the sugar. There's a mechanism behind it. So something starts to the kidney working. Okay, there's the kidney working in itself. It is an organ. Okay, it is an organ by itself. So it needs also the homeostasis conditions in when it is working. Remember, the kidney function is to filter out the blood and filter out the blood and remove the urea and the toxic substances in the blood, so that the body can maintain a steady and a normal temperature and all that. But you see, sugar has come into the and now it is affecting the way it is working up. It is working anyway, because it has come into, it is excess, and now the kidney cannot function. That is why it dies. Remember the insulin, how I have described it? It becomes poisonous to the body, and now the organs are starting to fail. Now, which other diseases is called? Let me talk of the two: cancer and the what do you call it? Cancer and the blood sugar, diabetes. Those diseases, they talk of, they are not being they are not, they don't have a cure, and those are the only diseases that no one has come about by the cure for it. But do you know there's a cure for it, only that people don't realize it? How do you acquire, how do you acquire the two diseases? Just a simple question. Is it eating? Definitely. Definitely. And what does that eating do? It results to that mechanism being fucked up. Fine. And in English, we always hear that there's the opposite of something. There is proposition and the opposition. Now, in your logical thinking, in my logical thinking, by the way, this diary is my own thinking, please. Even if it will be brought down, this is my own thinking. Now, talk of yeah, there's always the proposition and the opposite. So, if you are acquiring the diseases, this cancer and diabetes through the mentioned in any method that I have just described, it is just basically by eating. Almost all the nini, all the diseases, lifestyle diseases, is just a result of eating, diet. So, what will be the cure for that? For getting rid of the diseases in that manner that I've just described logically? It means that you stop consuming, you stop eating. But now someone will come up with an nini. Okay, let me continue so that I make up the the war. I start the war. So if you want to heal from these diseases, if you are a diabetic patient, if you are a cancer patient, you need to reduce the amount of food that you are eating, and especially carbohydrates, because these are the foods that are giving us energy. Fine. Up to there, I guess we are together. I don't know. Yeah, I'm conversing with myself. I'm not speaking to anyone. This is my diary anyway. So, we hear that. So the only way of curing these patients is only telling them that they reduce their carbohydrates, especially this simple sugars. Let me talk of sugars instead of carbohydrates. The simple sugars. They reduce the foods that contain the simple sugars. Someone will attack me and tell me, you're telling a cancer patient not to eat? Now the war starts there. I've started a battle that I know very well. People are going to get emotional, and you are telling sick people to stop eating. You tell a diabetic patient to stop eating, and they are sick. That is why you keep on being recycled in that in that healthcare misinformation. Oh, there's so much in here. I don't know. I don't want to spend so much more. I have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I'll make it 5 minutes so that I can explain my point. So the only cure that you can give to the cure through the nini. So aya, leave that. Hold that. There's this kind of guy whose name I'm forgetting. He's called Otto something. He went ahead and did a research about cancer, and he even went ahead to even prove that cancer can be cured by reducing actually by fasting, by minimizing the food input. I'm not really talking about fasting per se, but it is reducing hunger. Do we call it hunger strike or something like that? Yeah. and he proved that cancer can be get rid of by just reducing the food that we are that we are consuming. And how does that mechanism work? Remember that the process that I've just described, how food gets into nini. Now, how does the cancer work? What is the simple explanation behind cancer and how it works? And how it works? Cells start to multiply. Okay, fine. Starts to multiply. In the process of multiplying, are you asking yourself, what are they being fueled by? Where are they getting the energy to even multiply? Goes back to the food that you are eating. Goes back to the food we are consuming. So that is what is propelling or even fueling the multiplying of these cancerous cells. Alright? Does that even make sense? So you want to stop the process of cancer multiplying in a body, in one's body. Just reduce their just tell the patient to just reduce the consumption of food. Reduce and even start even consuming the right foods. But now someone decided to, I don't know, I might think that this guy was I don't know. I have not researched. I'm just saying. So the information that he came up, someone decided to put a blanket on it, so that people don't know what is happening. Look at how the world has been manipulated. Okay, let me continue. So he has discovered that the process of cancer forming can be can be backward engineered, and that is true from the science that we can all think of. It is all logic, because science is facts, and facts give the truth. Now, let me go back to the diabetic students. That is students, patients. So we hear that this thing is this disease can be cured, and is caused by sugar, excess sugar. And what is the opposite of what is now the cure of getting rid of this diabetic disease? Think of it as not eating as often as you used to be. And you go back, you do a little dig up and research, study these people who are cancerous, who have cancer and have diabetes, and generally have this lifestyle diseases. We will come to discover 99.99% they eat carbohydrates, simple sugars. They eat, most of the time, the diet that they take is composed of carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates, and simple sugars, and even the juices, because they contain the sugars. Talk of the Coke, Fanta, whichever. I've mentioned brands. Anyway, fine. Let me just continue, because it's something that is at the core. So people are consuming foods that are nini. Now, how do we not re-engineer but reverse engineer the illnesses? Reducing the the food that you are consuming, and those people are that are eating or even consuming, and that will make sense. Diabetes cases will start to reduce. Cool. But why is no one talking about it? And who is preventing from this happening? The farmer. The big pharma, the pharmaceutical companies that are controlling the world right now. I'm coming to learn a lot. Before I start Clear Magazine, there will be so much that I'll have learned about Nini. Because I'm going to start a pharmaceutical company. The understanding of the approach that I might take, so that I oppose the big pharma that is there. They might surprise me that this will be a success. Anyway, so someone is saying, so the farmer is the big farmer are opposing people being fed by the real information that is supposed to be there. The other day I talked about the oil, cooking oil that we are used to eating. I'm coming to learn that the oil that we are eating is something else that you cannot comprehend. The oil that we are eating nowadays, that is contained in this yellow containers, is just poison. And we'll come to discover all these lifestyle diseases, the only cure is just reducing the carbohydrates intake and fasting. And this is actually objective fasting. And I'm not saying that cancer patients or even diabetic patients start to fast in a way that it is nini. Start introducing yourself to, if you are eating 4 meals a day, reduce them to 2. And start reducing the amount of carbohydrates in that diet as much as you are eating. You will realize that cancer will be now history, as it used to be to exist. But now someone is controlling the narrative, controlling the information that is reaching the people that are supposed to consume. The world is so much fucked up. It's always a cure for something. But think of this: HIV/AIDS. Where did how did it come about? How did it come about? It came as a result of someone going to the lab and making it. Even think of lately the coronavirus. Did it exist at one point in our world history? No, it didn't, because the virus used to exist. The family of the COVID, it used to exist, but was it that big? Was it that such an issue that it could affect the whole world? No. It is because someone decided to make it in the laboratory, and so that they can make a business out of it. Can you think of that way? It was not just a natural occurrence that COVID changed how we nini, and some people, big pharmaceutical benefited from that aspect. How did that happen? They decided to manipulate the basic needs of the man, that is healthcare and food. Alright? So are you looking at the bigger picture? We are having these diseases, we are having this Imagine we could still be having Steve Jobs developing amazing Apple products, amazing innovations. We could be having Wangari Maathai, who used to be a what do you call it? These people who are who are known to be something, to a leader, not a leader per se, but a leader in a certain field. I'm lacking the word. I'm looking for a specific word, but it's gone. I think I can't find it. So we could still be having the two people who were making changes in the world, who are moving in the world in our nini. How many diabetic and cancer patients are dying each and every day? And it's because we have been manipulated to think that we go to the hospital so that you can give that chemotherapy, radiotherapy, so that cancer might reduce out of the knee. Whereas you could not have used any coin to treat that disease. You only needed to reduce the amount of food, carbohydrates that you are consuming, or even the food, so that you can cure it. It is as easy as that. But now someone is controlling the narrative, someone is controlling the information that you are receiving. But the truth is slowly coming out that the information that we have been receiving, the food that we believe that are healthy, is just fucked up. The blue band that we consume, I came to know yesterday that the chemical properties of yeast is almost similar to the you look at the chemical formula of everything is made up of chemical. I'm made of chemical, I'm made of nitrogen, carbon, and whatever, zinc, whichever. Now look at the blue band and margarine. We talk of them. I know I am attacking some specific brands that I don't know. That is why I'm saying that this video might even get pulled down. So blue band is almost similar to paint. The chemical formula it is missing a specific ingredient, chemical ingredient, so that it can be paint, like paint that is used to paint in buildings. It just a bit, it becomes that paint. And you talk of the food that you're eating being healthy. Hey, someone is controlling the narrative. Religion has just been fucked up. They are missing Bible chapters in the book of Esther. They are missing books such as the book of Adam and Eve. It is not in the Bible, but it's supposed to be there. There is there's a book that was removed in the New Testament, and it's supposed to be there. The book of James. I don't know. Was it the narrative of James? I don't know. I'm not sure about it. But there are books that have been removed from the Bible that we know of. And it's because someone decided to remove it. Why? They don't want people to get the real information. They want to manipulate the world so that they can benefit. You look at the... Now, let me go back to whatever I was talking about. Hold that cap. Where is the money being pumped up? For some pharmaceuticals, so that the pharmaceuticals can gain. Money is being pumped up in advertising. This means information is controlled. So whatever we are seeing is what we are believing. Look at how the world has just been manipulated. And you want to look at where the things have been manipulated. Just look at where money is being pumped up. Pharmaceutical, advertising, and whatever. What other areas can I think of that money is being pumped up, like real time, like in huge amounts of money? That is where the information is being manipulated. That is where the world is manipulated. That is one sign that you know that the world has been that is one sign you know that a certain area has been manipulated. You see money being pumped up in that you know very well that it's something that is being manipulated. That is what I've come to learn as a person, thinking that in that narrative, thinking in that science approach, towards even the farmer and the diseases. You can pray, like literally every disease that is exists in this world has a cure, has some cure. Just dig deeper and note down the science behind it, and you realize and you appreciate that every illness, every disease can be reversed engineered. I'm slowly getting into noting that the information that you have just been fed, just be careful of it when you are taking it. So yeah, I guess today I don't have much to say. Oh, I had much to say. I wanted to talk about that. I don't know if I'll put the title. I will let me talk of the video that I was talking about. It's still getting some views even after changing the title of the video. But I don't know what is up about this video. I don't know what is special about this video. I don't understand why this video is still getting some views. I was talking about it having the 13 views yesterday. Was it yesterday? And now it is at 15 views. And I'm like, by the way, what have I talked about there? That yes, I stated in at one point for a very long time, and I have to talk about what? Yeah, let me talk about. Yeah, the video is attracting some attention, which I don't understand why. I don't understand why. I really do not understand why. I'm talking about my wife and someone is talking. It's supposed to be a anyway, fine. Yeah, I want to talk about that and what is happening in the world right now. The world is so much manipulated. So I don't think I'll do anything today. I'll even record some videos. I might be making content about KPLC codes today. I make it into our video and then I'll be making shorts next week. This week I'll be making long videos. I wanted to finalize on copyright claims today, but electricity has decided to do its thing. But now I'm left with no choice but to accept the nini. I'm so much hungry, Bran. Usually I starve myself in the mornings so that I change my diet. I don't want to get diseases just like diabetes. And I have been doing this unconsciously. Even when I was in high school, I used to deprive myself lunch, breakfast. I eat in the evening. Kumbe. And the reason why I did this so that I could avoid that lunch that I used to take at school. Because the food that I used to take at school used to affect my stomach in a way. When I take that githeri, let me call it how it's supposed to be called, not githeri. It is githeri. It's githeri. Now that githeri used to affect my stomach. When I eat it, my stomach starts to kind of rumble, like it starts to make some noise, and it starts to make very very loud voices, loud noise, and I'm like, hey, I need to change something. So that is what happened. I had to change how I am eating for that reason. So I don't know. And I always think that God was saving me from Nini. I think I have this body that when I look at it, I used to prepare myself lunch. But now what was I being saved from when I don't eat? I've just described it as this video. I think there are things that happened a while back, and I've come to appreciate that things were happening how they were supposed to happen. They were literally saving you from trouble. Talk of, all those information that just described, those lifestyle diseases. Hmm? Anyway, God is good, and God needs praises. I worship Him. I will praise His name. I end this diary here. I don't want to consume so much power, such that I can left with nothing. So I'm so much hungry. I need to go somewhere and eat. Of course, the food that I will eat, because I have no choice. Not that I have a choice. The money that I have right now can allow me to eat any. But thank God I'm controlling the food that I'm eating, so that I want to faint. But remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios.